Craft Buddies, summer is here and I've got a ton of Dollar Tree hacks to help keep you cool, organized, and ready for all of that sun-filled fun without having to spend a ton. From clever DIYs to unexpected uses for those items that you see all the time, these are seriously going to level up your summer. So grab a beverage, settle on in, and let's hop into the hacks. A huge thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. If you're like me and love a good chip and dip combo for a summer party, this hack is for you. Grab a margarita glass, and this is going to turn any bowl that you already have into a chip and dip bowl. You're going to put the margarita glass in the center, fill it with chips. I'm doing tortilla chips, but you could do literally any chips. Load up your dip, and it is good to go. What I also really love about this, not only is it cute, super functional, it's easy to carry one-handed. So if you're going in and out to the pool, it makes it really easy. And speaking of the pool, if you're in a situation where you don't want the glass to break, just grab yourself a plastic one. They have so many different options in the summer. I love this, and this is going to be a go-to for entertaining this summer. Speaking of entertaining, I was looking for some chargers for my Americana tablescape. All the ones I found were so expensive. Then in the party aisle, I saw these plastic dinner plates, and they were perfect to go with my Hobby Lobby melamine plates for my patriotic setup. I made this runner in this vase and most of the setup in my dupes video that I posted a couple weeks ago. I will link that if you're interested. But then I just stacked them up, and so cute, literally 3 packs for $1.25. I finished off the look with these Dollar Tree mini flags because if you like the Americana patriotic look, literally grab a pack of these, throw them in your existing vases, and you will be good to go. Also, as I'm editing, yes, that is a tag on my faux florals that I forgot to cut off. Oops. We're headed outside for this next hack with this summer staple, a pool floaty. But if you have to deflate them when you leave your destination, it is a pain in the butt. So you're going to throw in your bag a couple binder clips. You're going to clip it right on the edge so it pinches that area where it's going to deflate, and then just let it be. You can use your hands to help push out a little bit of the air, but honestly, all I did was push this a couple times for the video, and I let it sit on my deck. It deflated the whole thing, and it gives you a ton of time back. Now, what if you have a pool at your house and you don't need to deflate them, but you do need to store them? This is what our pool deck looked like. So I grabbed some of these dog leashes at Dollar Tree, and this allowed me to get all of my floaties together. I looped it around our banister for our deck, and that kept everything in place. We've had some wind whip through, and it just keeps everything on the deck nice and organized, but it's also easy for Finn to pull out his toys when he wants to play with them near the pool. Something I always grab from Dollar Tree at the beginning of the season are these coffee filters because they are great for so many different things. One of my favorite uses is for grill outs. This is awesome if you are doing like doubleheader sports, you're having like barbecues outside, and you need to have quick ways for people to grab a hot dog, refuel, and move on to the next thing. It also takes up way less space in your garbage, and you get 150 for $1.25. And speaking of food, this next one is a fun take on a food-related gift. What you're going to want to do is find yourself a pack of plates and napkins at Dollar Tree. You can grab whatever size you want, whatever color you want, just get plates and napkins. Then you are going to attach them. I use some glue dots, you can use tape, and then I tied them up with raffia. Then I use this free printable that basically alludes to thanks for making our summer day bright. Dinner and dishes are on us tonight. So I put this together as if, say, you went to somebody's house and they let you use the pool, or you were thanking a teacher or a coach, whatever. I've got a pack of like 10 different tags. You can customize it. Stick that on, grab a gift card at Dollar Tree, and they are all set for pizza delivery, different types of takeout. It's just a cute, fun way to gift something, to zhuzh up a gift card. And I have provided the printable for you. Quick and easy, and how stinking cute is this? Just sign your name, you're good to go. I've got to be honest, it's been crazy over here at our house, and finding what we're going to eat every night has been so overwhelming. Looking at the calendar for what's to come this summer, it's only going to get harder, so that is why I am loving HelloFresh. They've taken all the stress out of weekly meal planning, and they've made it way more fun for me to cook better for you meals each night for my family. Everything comes sorted by meal in these cute little paper bags, and the recipe cards walk you through everything step by step with photos, which is super helpful when your brain is cached after a crazy day like mine is. This week's box that was delivered right to our door had skip the bun, crunchy cheeseburger salad, crispy chicken, cayenne chicken cutlets, and hoisin glazed pork fillets. They were all hits. I also love that the ingredients are high quality, they've got fresh produce, great proteins, and it's all perfectly portioned, so we're not wasting food. I hate needing a small amount of something for a recipe and then having to buy a full container of a condiment or a seasoning or whatever, and then you're not going to use it for anything else. Not only do the little packets reduce waste when you're cooking, but HelloFresh has also helped us not waste time with meal prepping and grocery shopping. My husband is a produce snob. We're always worried that when you don't pick it out yourself, it's not going to be good. This produce is fresh and really good. Take advantage of HelloFresh's incredible offer by using my code WhiskeyWhitFM for 10 free meals plus free add-ons for life. One free item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. Sign up today, click the link below, or use my code WhiskeyWhitFM. Whether you're road tripping, at the beach, or just having a get-together, coolers are such a summer staple. Here are some of my favorite hacks. Number 1, grab a cooling rack. This is going to help when you put it on top of your actual like ice and cold drinks. You can put things like lunch meat, cheese sticks, things you want to get cold but not sit in the ice fully and get all watered down. Then you can stack them and add your bread or your dry things to the top. Then that way, as your ice is melting, it's going to keep everything in your cooler cool, but your buns and such aren't going to get all soggy. Something else to prevent the soggy is using some of these Loctite containers. You can use any that are freezer safe. Put some water in, pop the lid on, and freeze them, and then these act as ice packs. The other great thing about this is the water's not going to melt everywhere, but if you get somewhere and the water does melt, dump it out, and it's a great way to bring home leftover food. While we're also on the soggy train, if you've got straws, drink mix-ins, cups, whatever, put it in a Ziploc bag and use some masking tape to stick it to the top of your cooler. Then you can go ahead and shut it. It's going to keep everything together nice and dry. And then all you have to do is peel it off, open your bag, and you can stick the masking tape back on. Then that way that stuff isn't getting soggy either. Zip ties are another great thing to have for so many different things, but for your cooler, it's perfect because you can take a bottle opener as well as a rag. I just popped a hole in this old one. I hook it to the cooler, and then that way you can dry off cans easily and open your bottles. I don't know how many times we have a bottle opener sitting on top of the cooler and it just walks away. So that way people can use it here, but then it is not going to be taken away and everybody can use it. And this last one is great if you go camping, if you do bonfires, really anything at night. Grab some of these glow sticks, the actual thick sticks, and put them in the cooler. Then that way, if it's dark at night, you can open the cooler and you can see what's in there. Everything from juice boxes to adult beverages. Then people can see what they're looking for. They don't have to fumble with their phone. I've had friends drop their phone in the ice when they're trying to see what's in there. This is such a time saver and super helpful. Something else I love to use glow sticks for is a glow bath. Years ago, my sister-in-law told me she did this for her kids. I started doing it for Finn, and he loves it. Just pop them into the bath. You could also do it as a self-care bath for yourself, and these are also fun to pop in the pool if you're doing like a twilight swim. Definitely go for these 12 packs. That's your best deal for $1.25. On top of the hacks, I love just finding new items at Dollar Tree. So here are some of the great new finds that I wanted to make sure the craft buddies knew about that I found when I was shopping for this video. First, in the party supply section, I found the cutest wrapping paper. I feel like their designs are getting better. It is a thinner paper, but especially for birthdays or kids, it's great. They also had some really pretty watercolor plates and napkins if you're hosting an event. And I also really like to pick up their gift tissue. Not only in these packs, I thought the gingham and the flowers were super cute, but also in these smaller packs. These, I always grab the novelty ones. It's really nice to have for my mystery boxes when I pack them up to send them out. And they're also nice to just have for those niche gifts to make it look like you tried really hard for those folks in your life. In the crafter section, I found these really cool iron-on patches if you're doing any type of wedding DIYs coming up. I also got this dot glue runner, which I used earlier on those plates, dinner and dishes gifts. These silicone teethers I got for Henry. They are awesome. They're BPA free. I also grabbed some of these fun silicone drip catchers for popsicles. Something I wanted to call your attention to if you're traveling this summer is some Dollar Trees are getting in really nice name brand travel size items. And if you've shopped for those lately, you know they can be really expensive. I'm pretty sure these Monday hair care bottles are $4.99 or $5.99 at Target. They've got lotions, they've got hand sanitizer, they've got containers that you can package everything in. And in their laundry aisle, they even have packing cubes now, which I was like, okay, well, I gotta buy these to test these out for the craft buddies. And honestly, the material is similar to their under bed bags or their over the door hangers, so it's a thinner material. But honestly, like if you don't travel a lot and you need one for like 1 to 2 trips, I would say these are not going to last you a long time. But also, I put a blanket in here. Like this would also be great for you to, you know, if you need to pack away sweaters or any of your like spring fall stuff for summer, this would be good for that too. So I, at a $1.25 price point, they have both a 1 pack and then also in another pack you can get 2 for $1.25. So packing cubes, I think, worth checking out for a variety of different uses. Every spring and summer, our fridge fills up with save the dates, parties, all the things, but if they're heavy, they're not staying up with my chip clips. So I saw these in the stationery aisle, and this is awesome. They stick. You can hear it. They are heavy duty for sure. I have our annual passes to different areas that my mother-in-law and my mom take Finn. I also have his summer reading program. Everything is all in one spot, and I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend these. Another must-have for our family for summer are these baking cups. You can get the cute ones for $50 for $1.25 or go for the pastels and you can get $90. I love a good bomb pop in the summertime. So does Finn, but it makes our hands super sticky. So I like to flip them upside down and just pop a hole through. Then that way it's going to catch all those drips and not make your hands super sticky. You can definitely use the wrapper still, but when it comes to kiddos, this works a lot better for Finn, so it is a great hack. You can also stick it over cans. I like to do this when we're in the pool and I have my cans sitting on the side. Then that way I'm not going to come over to have ants or bees or anything nasty in my can of pop. You can also pop it over a glass and stick the straw through. Bada bing, bada boom. Then that way it will keep it all good for you. I love Dollar Tree ice cube trays, specifically these that they put out every summer. And I also really like this honeycomb silicone one, especially because this is $1.25. I recently saw a 2-pack of the same thing at Marshall's for $5.99 for 2. So winning. I like to put things like cold brew coffee, unsweet tea, lime juice, lemon juice that I'm going to drink on a regular basis into them, freeze them, and then use them for my drinks. So if I am drinking iced coffee, I will put the iced coffee ones in there. So when it melts, it's just more iced coffee. Same thing with the iced tea. And then I also like to do lime juice for Diet Coke, and lemon juice is nice to put in either water or you can put it into your iced tea. So you can do some fun flavor combinations, but whatever you do, it just makes it so your drink's not going to get watered down, because that happens to me all the time. Mom life. Another way to use some ice cube trays is with aloe vera. Now, the goal is to not get burnt in the first place, but say you happen to, you can freeze aloe vera into these little shapes. It doesn't matter. The seashells are cute, but they don't have to be, you know, like this. It could be whatever you have on hand. Freeze it, and then when you get burnt, pop it out, rub it on there, and it is going to feel really good. If the frozen is too cold, you can also grab this After Sun gel or these After Sun wipes from Dollar Tree. Keep those in your fridge, and those are good for cooling down quick relief. Last time I did a Dollar Tree hacks video, I got a lot of requests. Do you have any more for kiddos? I sure do. Here's some summer fun ones. First, grab some binder page protectors and a clipboard. I went on to this worksheetworks.com and made him his custom writing. You can do letters, you can do their name, whatever. We're working on stuff for kindergarten. You can put coloring in here. I put it on the clipboard. Then you can write on the binder page protector with a dry erase marker. It wipes right off. He got such a kick out of this, and we are working on writing our letters for kindergarten. I saw this on TikTok and I wanted to try it out, not because we live by a beach, I'm outside of Chicago, but because Finn loves a sandbox. You can put all of your sand toys in here, whether you're at the beach or in a sandbox, shake it off like this, and then it makes it so much easier for us to store his toys. I love these Be Pure hot and cold iPads. What I do is I pop them in our fridge. I put them on a shelf that Finn can easily get to, and whether he gets an ouchie on his arm, he can grab it and put it on there, or if we've been outside and he's hot, he likes to put it on his neck, and it's a quick and easy way to cool off. So if you're going to amusement parks, water parks, Disney even, whatever this summer, these are nice to have for kids for cooling down or for any type of bumps and bruises. If your kids love bubbles like we do at our house, you probably have a ton of these wands. Also, they tend to get spilled really easily. They get lost, they get dropped, the lid doesn't get put on, and you lose all the bubbles. So what I like to do is just take some masking tape or painter's tape, stick it to the post here in the front of our house. Then he can pull the stick out, but then he's not going to have an issue where he's dumping the bubbles out and then everybody's sad. It is just a nice way to keep everything contained. We like to do a lot of activities with the kiddos, especially now that we've got 2 this summer, and so I grabbed this container from the Dollar Tree Plus section to create an on-the-go box. And so I'm putting things in there like a blanket in case we go somewhere, I can lay that out and Henry can lay on it. A beach towel. I also have a wet bag in case we go somewhere and we've got wet clothes. I've got wipes, I've got this little first aid kit, I've got an extra canvas tote, I've got this portable hand fan, a Turkish towel, a little pop-up bowl for Sebastian, our dog, in case I need to fill that up with water, some extra sunglasses and a hair comb for me, and then I've got this Barbie clothes container from Dollar Tree that I've put scrunchies and combs and everything because my hair, I always need something. Inside of that container, I also grabbed some of these crayon containers. They're great for first aid kits. I also put some of those teethers for Henry, and then this whole container goes in the back of the vehicle and you've got stuff there. I also like to add extra clothes, maybe extra socks, maybe some diapers, extra underwear, things like that. Whatever works for your family, load it up and you will be good to go. One of my favorite seasonal things at Dollar Tree to grab are serving platters because you can use them for so many different things, and if you leave them behind at a party, it's no big deal. Here's my go-to dip for the summer. I wanted to share the recipe because this is perfect for a dish to pass, a barbecue, a pool party, and it is delicious. You're going to combine 1 cup of your mayonnaise of choice as well as sour cream. I like Miracle Whip Light, but it's up to you. Mix it all up and then add a bag of bacon bits. Stir that up until it's fully combined, and then you are going to grab either 1 or 2 tomatoes. If you're a big tomato fan like I am in the summer, grab 2. If not, you can just do 1 and it will still be good. So totally up to you on the level of tomatoes you want. We're going to remove the centers and cut them into quarters, and then we're going to remove the inside seeds. This is important because if you leave them in there, your dip will still be good, but it's going to be very watery and it's not going to be the consistency that you want. So similar to how you make bruschetta, you want to remove the seeds on the inside so it's not super runny. Once that's all done, I am going to dice up those tomatoes and I'm going to add them to my mixture of the dip base as well as the bacon bits. When that's all in there, we are going to fold that all in, and that is it. It is the easiest dip, but I promise you, people are going to ask you for the recipe when you take it places. I like to throw it in a container that I don't mind leaving behind, like this really cute washed tray, and then I like to serve it with either regular potato chips or the best are these whole grain sun chips. Now, what if it is super hot and you don't want your refrigerated dip to get gross? I like to grab these drip pans from the auto section and fill them up with ice. Then once that is set as your base, you can add dips and things inside there and it's going to act as a little cooler. It's nice because the dips are out, people can eat them, but it's also going to help prevent them from getting super hot super quickly. I hope you loved today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and head down and leave me a comment to let me know what your favorite hack was today and what you're going to be using this summer. Also, while you're down there, be sure to expand the description or check the pinned comment for more info about the HelloFresh deal. You can take advantage of HelloFresh's incredible offer by using my code WhiskeyWhitFM for 10 free meals and free add-ons for life. Remember, 1 free item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. You can sign up today by clicking the link below or using my code WhiskeyWhitFM. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below if you're new so you don't miss any future Whiskey and Wit content, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!